Mike's with Mike's podcast, Bears preview, Bears with Bill.
What week is it? Week 7?
7, yeah.
Week 7, watch out.
Yeah.
Bears pulled out an overtime victory, and one that should have never went into overtime, of course, but pulled out the overtime victory with that nail-in-the-coffin kick by one of the best kickers in the league, Connor Barth. So, yeah.
I don't know about best kicking by.
Didn't get to watch it, listen to it. Sounded pretty fun.
I saw part of it. I was watching part of it, and it was on in the background, and you saw little glimpses of good things happening, like I mean, it wasn't all the time. There was still a whole lot of bad going on. There was all the bad, but there were like these little glimpses of like maybe things are kind of starting to slowly gel a bit with them.
Yeah, finally the defense stepped up.
Yeah. That was one of the big things of the game. Yeah.
I heard something on the radio that was they hadn't had a turnover for 6 and it would have been a long time.
Lance Briggs was the last one.
Lance Briggs, when he pretty much just took that pass away from Romo. Yeah. Ran it the other way. I remember that.
Yeah, it's been
game.
a while. So that was fun to see.
Yeah, that was awesome. Was that at Soldier or was that away?
I don't remember.
I thought that was away, wasn't it?
It might have been away.
It was. Well, no, I mean, like I said, the defense and the run game was just they just ran it down their throat, man. Yeah. And it was nice to see. I'm like, if they're going to win games, that's how they're going to do it, is by running it down their throat.
Defense and running.
Yeah.
Think about our last most successful season, which was the Super Bowl season in 06. We had a great run game.
Yeah.
Great run game. And I actually looked back at the stats on that. Did you know that all 3 of the top running backs, Cedric, TJ, and Adrian Peterson light, number 29 for y'all that are Vikings fans, they all averaged 4.1 yards a carry.
Wow.
Really?
Everyone. Yeah.
Wow.
Thought that was kind of weird. But, hey, good average.
Yeah.
I like that.
Run that 3 times, it's first down.
You know what that tells me? O-line. Had a lot to do with that O-line.
Well,
I like the way they're pounding it for sure.
Yeah. It looks like they had maybe with Mitch coming in, there's a little bit more confidence going on. They're maybe, like, hey, let's give this kid a shot. I don't know. I don't know what goes on in the locker room or whatever it is, but
I think everyone was thinking it was going to be a run-strong plan either way. I'd like to see them open Mitch up a little bit more, though. I mean, that one pass to Kendall Wright was great.
Yeah,
got right into the zone.
I think it'll come over time. I think they'll open it up a little bit here. Like I said, he's got 2 weeks under his belt.
Right.
I think I might actually have to revise my win-loss prediction now.
About time. The Bears are coming back, man.
Well, I'm not saying they're coming back. I'm not saying they're
Bears are back.
Billy texted me when we were up 13.
11.
In that last game. Oh, it was up 11?
Yeah.
It's like, the Bears are back, baby. I was just thinking, like, oh, my God, man. We're fucking going in overtime now.
Yep, and it happened.
Yep, sweet.
Yeah.
But at least they pulled it out. That would have been
I could see them pulling out 5-6 wins this season. But I have a clause. The clause is that, if they continue to do, because we've seen those weeks where they just fall flat on their goddamn face and they don't do anything, and if they can keep this little bit of momentum up, if they can keep the tight gameplay up, and at least keep them close in the games, I think we could pull out 5-6 wins.
Yeah. If the defense plays like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but who really fucked us was that special teams.
Yeah.
Now, on that first return, was that guy down? I didn't really see it.
No, I don't think he was down.
He kind of just flipped over and rolled. I don't think he went down, but I don't think a bear touched him while he was down or something like that.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, the special stats just rearing its ugly head from the recent years past, man.
Yeah. Sheriff McManus got hurt.
Yes,
that didn't help.
That is. I mean, he's a badass special teamer, man. He's one of the best we've had.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's not going to play this week either. I don't think.
I don't think so. He is either.
He was doubtful, but I thought we don't have any major injuries. I mean, other than the ones we've already suffered from that last game. I mean,
nothing major.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's like a wait and see kind of thing right now with the Bears. It's like, let's see what happens. Let's, one game and they kept it close, and it was, Baltimore's a better team than them. I mean, Baltimore's not great by any stretch of the means, but they're a better team. Right. But they kept it close. They drove it in overtime and they won the game. So it's like, okay, there's that optimism there where you're kind of like, wow, they kept it tight. They kept it, they were in the game the whole game. You know,
Oh, they were
winning. They were winning.
They
They blew it there for a little bit, you know, but at least they didn't like completely
just
fall on their face and then.
If you think about it, what did they score 24 points and that 2 of them were on run backs, the Ravens?
Yeah.
I mean, damn, defense really. I
Yep.
mean, not from what it sounded like, the Ravens dropped a few passes and things like that, but
Yeah,
sounds like Joe Flacco wasn't getting a whole lot of help.
Flacco's not very good.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I don't
say.
know what the heck
Flacco's-
happened to him,
Right.
but he didn't play well.
We were getting after him too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
Defense was
beautiful.
putting pressure. They were, they were collapsing the pocket and they were bringing guys in, and so. Like I said, the defense finally, you're like, oh, okay, well, the defense is doing something now, Secondary didn't look too bad.
No, especially for being banged up.
Yeah, for being, well, they weren't good to begin with, and they're banged up.
I mean, Fuller's holding his own out there. He
Fuller
looks like a
played.
different player, man.
Yeah.
He looked like a different player. That's amazing right now. From last year to this year, he looks like a different human being.
Yeah. And with Prince on the other side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I heard he's having a good season. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't really watched the cornerbacks that much, to be quite honest
Yeah.
with you. But
Well, they have,
focusing on the line.
but
as
they
usual.
have blown quite a few plays over the season, where you're like, really, you let that, you really. I mean, there was quite a few of those moments still where
the
they're.
first week Hooper touchdown. And it was
Yeah.
not only was he wide open, he just wasted. Who did he just take out? Oh, that was Demps, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think he's
Stiff
played
arm.
since, has he?
No, I don't think so. I think he was the one game and done.
Yeah.
Eddie Jackson's playing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like that.
I like him.
Anybody that's not a running back from Alabama, I like.
But the D line and the linebackers and stuff like that, they're playing. They're playing tight. I mean, they're like I said, they're starting to get pressure on the guys. Like I said, versus Baltimore, it was great. It was good to see them actually, getting they're getting touches on the quarterback, and
Right.
it's not one of those games. Yeah, you can collapse the pocket all day long, but if you're not touching them or you're not hitting them or whatever it is, So yeah, it was. Like I said,
Hurry's help, but yeah, once you hit him a couple times, that's
It was amazing to me what one player could make. What a difference one player. Danny Trevathan coming back
yeah.
made a ton of difference. I never thought football was one player, but especially on the
is that
defense.
really that amazing to you? Because we've seen seasons with Urlacher out, man, and how everybody's play just goes down.
But he
Yeah.
never really was gone. He was gone for a season and they stunk.
Right, and Briggs started getting exposed. And
Right.
Not that Briggs isn't a hell of a linebacker, but when you got a beast middle
Well,
linebacker like
I think
Urlacher, kind of makes things easier.
But when you have a unit like say like a linebacker core, and you have a unit and you have
big ups to Trevathan.
that one guy who is like just leagues above everybody else, he takes the pressure off of the other guys, so they can't, so they're making plays because the one guy, like say a running back's coming through, he sees like Urlacher there, he's like, I ain't running that way, so he goes to the other side, but by the time he figures out where he's going, the other guy's in place.
They cover up a lot of mistakes.
You're taking out
does,
you're taking that pressure off the other guys, and whereas if you got 3 mediocre guys back there, or like with us 4 mediocre guys, you're not going look out for that guy, all the time. So
Well, I when they signed him, I thought he'd be. I mean, he's been nothing but be a beast. I mean, even on that, he was surrounded by so many good players on that Broncos defense before.
Yeah.
I thought that he was still the shit. I mean, he's had his injury woes right now. I mean, last season and a
even
little bit this season.
even
but-
the D line with a little, because there's a couple injuries on the D line, they've had to shift guys around or whatever it is. They've been able to shift guys and make it work, which is quite nice. I think Vic Fangio out there, he's doing a pretty good job with the defense. I think he's starting to learn maybe what the guys are capable of and putting them in better positions to like this guy has his strengths with this guy has his strengths with that, so we'll run packages and formations that we're going to play off the guy's strengths.
I think they more run his system with and try to find guys that fit into it. Really, not that they don't adjust.
You're going to, I mean, that's what I think every coach wants is they want their guys. They want guys that are going to fit in their system, but you're never going to get that guy who's 100%. Every guy is going to be 100% in your system, so you're going to have to make adjustments, and that's what a good coach will do. He'll make those adjustments.
Hey, when I bring a nice sour beer to share, man, can you stop gulping this shit?
It's good.
I'm kidding.
It's good.
Gulp it as you want. You've been working hard today.
Yeah.
So you said you want to change your predictions. Let's get those out of the way. Final record. What do you think? 2-4 Bears.
I'm very reserved. I still, because it was one game, there was some optimism. There were some good points to it that I could see going along. But I'll bring up the 5 wins, 5-11. They maybe only squeak out a 6th one.
I think we're going to get 6-7 now. Billy, what was your prediction all along?
Said 6 all
He
along.
said 6, yeah.
6 looking good now.
I think it helps now with Packers coming to Soldier Field without Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's going to be...
By the way, I had to replace my fantasy quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Who did I pick up? Derek Carr, 4 touchdowns. No problem there. Thank you. Thank you. So we got the Panthers.
That's going to be a tough one.
Now I know it wasn't at Soldier Field when we played them, but I remember us beating them when our quarterback had 32 yards and 4 interceptions. Beat them by double-digit points. Remember that?
Yeah,
Wonder if we can do that again.
Yeah, but that was a different Carolina team.
We had,
Peanut Tillman hit 3 balls out or something crazy.
I remember Peppers had a bat up and interception himself.
Peppers is coming back. I didn't know he still played.
Yeah.
He's on Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be able to expose him. No.
He plays hard for
but
a couple plays a game.
Yeah.
they still pretty much defense strong. I mean,
Well, Luke
they've kind of
Kuechly's
been
out.
Kuechly's out? Oh, shit.
So
Okay.
we should be able to run the ball.
We should be able
Yeah.
to run the ball. And they know we're running the ball.
And not,
Everybody knows we're running the ball, but we should be able to do it.
and we have a good running back. We just gotta.
They have any significant injuries besides Olsen on the offensive side?
Not that I'm
I haven't heard
aware of.
Cam, I think, can kind of have maybe a little bit of a down season, I think, but who knows, man? He's a scary quarterback to play. I hate playing against guys that can run proficiently.
Yeah, well, you know why he's having kind of a down season is they're making him stay in the pocket. Like
And maybe Greg Olsen too. That was his number one target.
Well, yeah, but they're making him stay in the pocket too, and they're trying to limit him running. From what I was hearing, that was the plan this season, was to limit him from scooping out to the outside and running around like a
Really? Why would they want to do that?
You know what?
It took him to a fucking Super Bowl.
I know, but
he's a passer. He can throw the
well,
fucking
but here's
ball,
the deal with
he
it
can
is,
run
I think, and somebody made a good point about these guys who are these running quarterbacks.
You say these guys, but he's a different fucking breed, dude.
I know,
he
but-
is like Dante Culpepper size.
Well, but
faster.
he's
not like frail ass fucking Archie.
But this was, but Dante. It was Dante Culpepper talking about it on the radio.
He just sucked as a quarterback.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't Dante Culpepper. It was it was McNabb. It was McNabb. McNabb was talking about him, and he goes, that's great when you first start off and you're able to run the ball and stuff like that. He goes, but you start getting beat up. You start, and you actually start slowing down over time. With some of these guys, and
Everybody does, sure.
They start off. He goes, so after a few years, it's best to try to start then keeping them in the pocket, making them more of a pocket passer.
Anyway.
Well, I was
What are the
just that
threats
was
that
from
they
a guy who was a quarterback who, and when he started, he liked to run around.
Oh, we know more than that guy. Fuck that guy. He didn't play for the Bears. Yeah. But Kelvin Benjamin, don't they have another pretty decent wide receiver, like Funches or some shit? I don't know, but I mean, if the D plays like they did, shit. Well, I would. Who are you gonna watch this week? I mean, I know you're gonna watch everybody, but you got your eye on anybody?
No, I think I don't know. I think Danny Trevathan.
Danny Trevathan's your guy to watch.
Yeah, I think he's.
Let's
gonna
make
be
a
huge.
personal stat prediction or something like that. Let's see if we can.
It's kind of hard.
Be magic
on
here.
defense.
How many tackles and he's gonna get an interception or a forced fumble or?
I'm gonna say he's gonna force Cam to fumble on one of his runs.
Yeah.
That's.
Nice.
I mean, he's.
Validate Mike Rogers' point.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have a spy on Cam Newton. I don't know who it's gonna be, but.
Who are you watching, Mike?
I'm gonna watch the running game just in general.
In general?
I want to see like with the one guy out, on Carolina and stuff like that. If they can punch it and they can get it through the line and they can keep it above 3 yards a carry, type of thing, I think it could give them a good shot. If you can control the clock and keep punching it and keep moving the damn thing, and then open it up so they start bringing guys forward and then
Yeah.
let him throw the ball. Then like if you see them start bringing the guys forward, then start throwing it. Give him then maybe give him the shot to put it 20, 30 yards down the field.
So how many yards are we gonna have on the ground? How many yards do you think combined between all running backs?
189.
189.
That's pretty high.
Rogers, you? What do you think?
I was thinking.
Between two guys?
I was thinking probably if they stick with a good running plan and they're able to start punching it, I could see about 130.
130?
130, 130,
130
140, somewhere in there, if they commit to it. If not, you're going to see under 100.
I think they are going to just stack up the box with 8 and 9 and make it so attractive to pass eventually that we're going to see Mitchell Trubisky get 250-plus yards and 2 TDs.
Well, but here's the thing: is like if in the first quarter,
Who's going to catch those 200?
yeah, that's true.
The tight ends.
You know,
The tight ends are going to catch them.
I guess if early in the
and the running backs.
if early in the game we can establish that we're going to like move the ball running wise, yeah, we possibly could see where we're not going to have a whole lot of running yards because we may ease up on it over
I
time.
want to see 250 rushing yards and 100 passing yards.
Well,
and I want to see rush.
who wouldn't?
Ram it down their fucking
Well,
throat.
there's a lot of people who wouldn't, but I would. I like
Casual Bears fan, maybe.
Yeah, but I
wanna see
like when you get this pounding running game and then he breaks for that 30-yard run or whatever it is. But
Right.
like I said, if they can establish a run early, then maybe they can open it up for Trubisky to start moving the ball a little bit more in the air. If they use them wisely. But
I don't think it has anything to do with Trubisky being able to throw. I think it's going to be they don't have anybody that can catch it.
No.
Their running backs are the only people that can catch.
Well, the guys that can get open fucking just drop the ball all the time, like
Yeah.
Bellamy and
Yeah.
yeah.
They cut Deontay Thompson.
yeah, that was weird. That was
Yeah.
weird. I don't get it, man.
That was weird, I thought, too. Weird timing.
He's an all-around player, really. He's plays special teams too. He can return for you.
Return kicks, yeah.
You don't need him in the return game, but
maybe piss
shit,
somebody
man.
off in the
He was the
locker
top. He
room.
was like the top receiver, man. What do you think it has to do with Mitch's chemistry with
Tanner,
with Tanner Gentry?
probably.
All right. Sorry, we just had our buddy Jeff show up. He doesn't give a flying fuck about the Bears, or else he'd come on with us. So, what do you think? What do you got? Prediction for the game, Billy?
I think the Bears are going to win every game, so I'm picking this one 24-20 Bears.
24-20 Bears. Mikey Rogers.
I don't think they're going to win. I'd like to see them win. I don't think they're going to.
Contrarian son of a bitch.
It's probably going to be like a 27-13 kind of game.
27-13 loss.
Yeah, I can't see.
Hear about your
I'm saying
hater.
we could
Hater
no
bullshit.
we could have a great game where you see a bunch of positive stuff, but Carolina's just a lot better than the Bears. I mean, they're just a lot better than the Bears.
I agree.
I mean, but it could
They're
be
not
like
a lot
a
better.
Steelers game. It could be like a Steelers game where we come in. I thought the Steelers were just going to pound them into the dirt,
We all did. I think.
and
Except Billy.
yeah, and Steelers came in lobotomized. So
Yeah.
you can't tell, but I think my thing is going to be somewhere 24-27 Carolina, probably 13-17 Bears, somewhere around
We're
there.
gonna double up on the 27, scoring 27. Not going to take us overtime, but 27-20.
I don't think they've
27-20.
I think I heard some crazy set. The Bears haven't won 2 games in a row under John Fox.
Oh, wow. That would
That's
make
my
sense
biggest-
because our record's been pretty horrible.
That's my biggest fear is they're going to win enough games that they're going to keep him.
Here's another. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about that.
I don't want him around.
That'll be a later episode about John Fox.
I don't think John Fox is worth even a Mike's with Mike's podcast episode.
Or it'll be a segment
I'd rather
going.
talk about fucking Trestman.
Give him the boot. Yeah.
That guy ruined the Bears franchise for years.
Yeah.
Trestman and Emery.
No kidding. What do you think about anything else we need to add? Or
No.
all right. Well, we got 2 Bears winners, 1 Bear loser. I think we're gonna have a difficult time tailgating tomorrow. Looks like there's some bullshit happening at McCormick, but we're still gonna have fun. What are you bringing for food?
Some stuffed peppers and a little stuffed mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms and peppers.
Ooh, those
I like
both
those
sound-
ones from that old cook at 2nd Street. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
We're going to eat good tomorrow.
I already made them, so they're
Nice.
That sounds good. I want to go just to eat.
Come on, buddy. Fuck, man.
with plenty of room on the bus.
Yeah, there is. Come on. Anybody else ever needs a ride up to the game, let us know. If we like you, we'll say yes. And if we don't like you, we'll make up an excuse.
All right, and that is the end.
See